1990s.
Now, who's this chap?
Well, this is a turn-up for the books. We heard about this big transfer last night with Jose Mourinho being signed up by Team Shearer. I'm not sure anyone foresaw this. Jose Mourinho is replacing David James, and Jose Mourinho is going in goal for Team Shearer. There's your headline, folks.
Well, he is quite defensive-minded, isn't he?
And he has a big task on his hands straight away. Here he comes to try and claim the corner. A big cheer, as I think he just got something on that.
It's dangerous to sub just before a set piece, isn't it?
Well, pick them off. Shot is by Bircham. Was travelling.
Now, how tall is Jose Mourinho? I wonder how tall he is.
So that's all, so it's certainly worth having a go. Talk about having a go. Some of those in that section of the fans are having the odd word as well. Let's go back down once again to Chris Kamara with David James, who was taken off to allow for Jose's arrival.
Subbed for Jose Mourinho.
He looks confident.
He looks confident. Back to you, Joe.
Well, he only played a few games at the start of his career with some of the lower rank sides in Portuguese football. There's a yellow card been shown here, by the way. A yellow card for delaying the restart of play for Jose Mourinho from the referee Mark Housley. Had his fines over the years for his, should we say, choice words towards match officials. He's in the book himself now.
Look at that trademark scowl there. He's not happy.
Merson. Well, Merson might be in. He's gone for a lob. Mourinho was appealing for a free kick. Actually, no foul infringement there was spotted, so that would have counted. Reminded me there of, do you remember Fabian Barthez years and years ago when Paolo Di Canio was bearing down upon him, putting his arm up, claiming for offside?
That's right.
It wasn't given, and it was rolled past him by Di Canio.
Yeah, and Barthez didn't last long at Man United, does he?
I can't imagine Barthez the sort of goalkeeper that Jose Mourinho would like in his team. Been told to move back a few yards.
He's time wasting.
He has to be careful.
He has to be very
Jose
careful.
Mourinho.
He's already on a yellow. Discipline is not his strong point.
But to be fair, he's got a good boot on him. Now, tiny temper. Got in behind Sinton. It's a tight angle for him. Sinton recovered very well. Fine duck again. And weaker right foot. Got a good ball in, though. It's Collymore once again. Oh, touch off Ralph Little.
Does that constitute a back pass?
There's the appeal from one or two back there, but not too sure Ralph Little meant that, but Mourinho was alert to it. We'll see it again, Matt. What's your verdict?
50-50, I say.
Meantime, at the other end, Merson's dink outside. This is Duff. Up against Jarvis Cocker. Only one winner there. Duff with the cutback. Mers. Ralph Little tight to him. Mers. Forced down. Collymore. Tap in Shawby. 2-2. The equalising goal from Chris Edwards from Kasabian. And with a quarter of the game to go, it's all level again.
Mourinho is livid. Just look at him. Screaming at his defenders. Where were you?
Well, the big moment of the game is, Matt, because the goal at one end, scored here with this poacher's finish by Chris Edwards. Jose Mourinho was not happy with what happened at the other end of the pitch, where there was that appeal for the penalty. It's to be out of sight by now.
Looks like there's some action on the subs bench.
When hasn't there been? It's been full of activity down there. We still have some changes coming up in a few moments' time. Some very special changes, which we'll talk you through in a moment. There's Merson with the ball again to Duff. That's a regular routine now for Team Ferdinand. Duff with the ball in, Collymore with the header, Mers in there, Little's tackle, and then Duff. Now Skyett is out there on the pitch at the full-time whistle.
Now Jarvis Cocker...
Hang on a minute, Matt, there might be a chance here. It's Merson. Mourinho. Well, surely that one, Matt, falls in the category of over-elaborate dive from Jose Mourinho.
I think so. I think so. And that is a reason to text Grenfell to 70007. Now, Jarvis Cocker, I was saying...
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, not at all. Is the only player since Edgar Davids, maybe? Am I right?
Waiting for the ball in. Foster with the cross, and there's Jose Mourinho. What's he up to here? What's he up to here?
He doesn't want it to go to penalties.
Another good clearance there by Jose Mourinho. You can hear the countdown. And there is the full-time whistle. So we're not done yet in the game for Grenfell. 2-2 after 90 minutes, which means to determine the winner, we will have a shootout involving these celebrities. And don't miss that. The final score is 2-2. So it looks as though it's going to be Team Ferdinand who are the first to let fly. This is the new ABBA format of shootouts, we should say, which means that the first team takes one penalty, the next team takes two, and then 2 on each from there on, like a tennis tie-break.
Lovely.
There you go, I hope that's clear.
I'm not very good with maths, you'll have to help me. And that's actually a very rare sighting. That was a smile from Jose Mourinho there.
So first up then, one of the Grenfell residents, Shaheen Sadafi, for Team Ferdinand against Jose Mourinho.
Good luck.
Oh, Mourinho got something behind it, but not enough. And Team Ferdinand have one on the ball.
He came to Loftus Road and he put one past Mourinho. Well done.
Not too sure about Mourinho's antics there on the goal line. Didn't get the job done. Nice to see the smile there of Shaheen Sadafi. So, as I said, there's now 2 who will step up for Team Shearer. First of all, this is one of their firefighters, David Verdillo.
And in goal is Chris Edwards, the bass player from Kasabian.
So, Verdillo looks confident. This to restore parity. Oh, and off the bar and over the top.
Off the bar. It was a match between the Bald and the Hirsute won.
So a first miss there for Team Shearer. They will have the chance to get back level now as they will step up again.
What do the professional footballers think of this new ABBA format?
It's actually in its infancy, so it's still a sort of experimentation phase, and time will tell whether it evens things up in terms of who actually goes on to win the shootouts. I'm not sure whether this is part of the experiment, but here we go. So, Team Shearer up again. And this time it's Oluwashantalabi. Jose Mourinho being told here to get back on his goal line. Although actually Jose Mourinho, I'm not sure he's aware that it's the ABBA format. Everyone's still learning this. So Mourinho watches on, up steps to Larby, into the roof of the net.
No doubt about that. So it's 1-1, but Team Shearer have taken one more penalty, that's right.
That's right, yeah, so it's one apiece at the moment, but Team Shearer have had one more attempt.
Now, I would find this very difficult if I was shooting against Jose Mourinho, because part of me would want to score, but the other part would want to kick the ball into his face. So I would be really conflicted. So I'm quite glad it's not me taking one of these penalties.
If you get enough power behind it, you can achieve both in one moment.
That's the dream.
Well, this is going to be Adam Foster, a firefighter in Team Ferdinand. Oh, and it was a fierce effort. Almost one from your playbook there, Matt.
Yeah, just slightly missed his face, but it was still a very emphatic strike. Let's have a look at that again. He almost got a hand to it, but even if he did, I don't think he'd have kept it out the net.
Just a piece of news which has come through. Mo Farah has been given the Man of the Match award today. It's he who scored the opening goal of the game. I think you were saying, Matt, that Marcus Mumford may have been one of your contenders for the award.
I think Marcus Mumford was also a candidate. He was great on the field. Also, he's been so instrumental in organising this match and summer football school for those affected by the disaster.
So Omar Salah now up against Jose Mourinho. He scores, and that was a superb penalty.
It was a good strike, and if you saw Mourinho there, he did a bit of a Bruce Grobbelaar leg wobbling there to try and throw him off, but it didn't work.
And to be fair to Jose Mourinho, I can't imagine too many times over his life, let alone career, he's been involved in a scenario like this. And now Jose Mourinho is going to step forward himself. What a great sport he is. Jose Mourinho, very well done. Tucked away very confidently.
He couldn't keep them out the net, but at least he's managed to put one in the net himself. Doesn't even celebrate, look at him. Scores a goal, he's still furious. Great placement there, though.
The job's not done just yet, Jose. The glove's being dispensed with. So 3-2 to Team Ferdinand. After 3 each. Now it's 3-3. That's Team Shearer having had one more attempt. We've got Greg Jules stepping up next for Team Ferdinand. Firefighter, good pals with Peter Crouch. Jose just checking the ball is in exactly the precise spot.
So he's got rid of the gloves because he knows he's not going to get anywhere near the ball anyway. Is that why, do you think?
We'll see whatever the method is, whether it works here. Jules sends Mourinho the wrong way. 4-3, Team Ferdinand.
Nice celebration there.
So Ollie Mers now is the player who will step forward for Team Ferdinand.
And if this goes in, that's it, right?
This is the chance to win the game. He loves the big occasion, he loves the spotlight. Now he has the chance against Jose Mourinho to win the game for Grenfell. For Team Ferdinand. Can Jose Mourinho be the saviour for Team Shearer? It's Mers.
And it's in!
Superbly done. No doubt about that. Ollie Mers with the match-winning kick. And it's victory for Team Ferdinand. And now the delight and celebrations will begin.
Commiserations to Team Shearer. On the day, the goalie just wasn't quite up to it, was he? He did his best.